Alright guys, so Christmas is coming up. We're going to be having Christians talking about how they can't say Merry Christmas, talking about a war on Christmas. And, I think it's time to talk about Christians and Christmas. What is up, you heathens and demons, you sinners and saints, you beautiful, blasphemous people? Welcome back to A Raging Atheist. I'm your boy Nakasuchi, and today we're going to be looking at Chelsi Bedell's channel once again. Real quick, not going to be a very long video, but I want to talk about Christmas and Christians. But first, like always, going to send a shout out to my patrons. You guys are the shit, getting new patrons. For $1 a month, you can see every video I make before it goes up on YouTube. Really coming up with some good benefits, I think, for the higher tiers. If you'd like to become a patron, link is in the description below. Alright guys, so I really get sick about Christians and their war on Christmas and Jesus is the reason for the season and all that shit. Last Christmas I did a fairly long series about all the paganistic traditions from Christmas, and we talked about how, Christianity really stole the Roman fertility holiday to incorporate Rome into their growing religion. And so, we know that Jesus' birthday wasn't December 25th, it wasn't Christmas. We know that he was probably born in the summer sometime because the sheep were grazing. We know all of this stuff, but Christians don't seem to care. Christians only like their narratives, and Christians want to force their narratives down everybody's fucking throat. So when they say that there's a war on Christmas, the only ones fighting that fucking war is them. But I want to speak today as a perspective of a poor dude, because I'm a poor guy, and I work my ass off to provide for my daughter. I work my ass off to give my daughter a good Christmas. Now, what I consider to be a good Christmas is probably a shitty Christmas to people like Chelsi Bedell here. Chelsi Bedell, who's going to talk about how Jesus is the reason for the season, maybe not in those exact words, but it's because of Jesus. But she's also going to talk about how she's completely susceptible to this corporate holiday, how she's completely susceptible to giving her children a very big Christmas. And as a poor guy, I really would like to caution people. I'm not saying don't give your children a great Christmas. What I'm saying is, especially if your children go to public schools, that they might be around poor people. Now, like I said, I give my child a Christmas, but there's people at her school that hardly get shit, hardly get anything. They're very, very poor. And the last thing I want my child is to go and talk about all these gifts they got. We should be considerate of other people, and we should really be trying to help people come out of poverty. That's why I'm so politically charged. That's why I'm so politically active. That's why I have the politics that I have, is to help people come out of poverty. Why? Because I've lived in poverty my whole life. And I just really think that if you're going to preach that Christmas is about Jesus, that maybe giving your children a shit ton of presents isn't really promoting what Jesus was teaching. Didn't Jesus cast out the moneylenders? Wasn't Jesus for the poor? Was he about opulence? Was he about, possessions? No, but that's what you're teaching your children when you go way overboard with Christmas, especially if you're promoting this Jesus thing. I mean, it's fairly easy for children to get confused, I think. But I don't know, that's just my perspective as a poor guy. Let's check out what Chelsi has to say.
What's up, family? Hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. Wanted to come on here and just say hey to you. About to head to lunch. Hope you guys had a great weekend.
First thing I have to comment on Chelsi is she's always making these videos on her lunch break, in her car, driving. Like, Christian, stop driving while you're filming. It's dangerous. You shouldn't be doing that shit. You're gonna cause a fucking accident. Stop doing it. And I want to know what's going on at Chelsi's job, that every day she goes on her lunch break, she feels the need to talk about God. Like, you got a lot of demon worshipers around. Are you surrounded by Satan, Chelsi, and you just feel the need to express your testimony and rebuke those demons on your lunch break?
Some people decide to, do small Christmases for their children. Everybody's different. I don't think anybody should frown upon others who want to do big Christmases for their children. We choose to do that. So, I just am all about making, them feel special on Christmas, but obviously to, not take the focus off of Jesus, because really that's what it's about.
If it's about Jesus, why wouldn't you take that opportunity to teach your children about the message of Jesus, to teach your children to help the poor, to teach your children that these worldly possessions mean nothing? Christians say that a lot, but then they're going to go and give their children these opulent Christmases that really are only showing children that they're gonna get a bunch of stuff for free. Christian conservatives are always talking about how people want free shit. Well, this child programming goes a long way towards that. And before everybody gets up in arms, like I said, I do Christmas with my daughter. I give her a good Christmas. Now, as a poor person, I have to borrow on my taxes every year to be able to do so. And she gets a lot of presents from my dad and other people. She has a good Christmas. But going overboard on that, one thing that I really try to do throughout the year is make her do chores and make her earn her money, and I really like the magical aspects of Christmas. I like the television programming. I like the snow. I like the cold weather. I like everything about it, and I like experiencing it with my daughter. But I don't go overboard. And like I said, I'm a poor guy, but there are so many people that are more poor than I. How about instead of having this opulent Christmas, get your children some presents, but then maybe take some of that money and go buy presents for children that don't have anything.
And the kids don't believe in Santa Claus anymore anyways. And even my son, Rowan, he's only 2 years old. We obviously are not going to, put the focus on, Santa Claus and all that stuff. It's all about Jesus and celebrating his birth. But I also like to make them feel special on Christmas. And see,
I really don't think that you are doing that. I don't think that you're making it about Jesus, because if you were making it about Jesus and Jesus' so-called birthday, which we established earlier in the video that it's not his birthday, we have evidence that it was Roman pagan holidays, and they incorporated it into their religion to bring the Roman Empire into their religion, and this is how Christianity took over Western civilization. But we have no evidence that Jesus was actually born in the wintertime. But as I was saying, if this was really about Jesus, you wouldn't be giving your children a big Christmas, as you call it. I think that you would be at a soup kitchen feeding the poor. You would be walking the streets, maybe giving some money to homeless people so they can get something to eat, maybe passing out food to homeless people. I think that there would be a lot more things that you would be doing that would be more Jesus-like than providing a big opulent Christmas for your children. And as I said, I'm not against Christmas. I enjoy Christmas. I enjoy giving my child those presents, and I wouldn't take that away from you as Christians. I'm just saying that if you're claiming to make the holiday about Jesus, why aren't you doing any Jesus-like things on that holiday? Why are you providing opulence to your children? Get your children some presents, see their faces as they open them up and enjoy them, and then take them and help some poor people if you have the money to do so. I'm a poor guy. I wish that I could help people more than I do, but I still try to help as much as I can. Even if it's just giving that bum $1. And people are like, why are you giving him $1? He's just gonna go buy alcohol. And I'm like, he can go buy whatever the fuck he wants with it. So I don't know, I think I want to have this conversation moving forward closer to Christmas. Let me know what you think. Am I out of bounds? I don't know. I just think that if you're gonna really claim to make this holiday about your God that promoted that, we should be helping poor people, that you wouldn't be providing an opulent Christmas for young children if you could be helping other people. But I don't know. I'm gonna get out of here. Like always, if you guys like the videos, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share me on your social media, comment in the comment section below, hit that bell so you're notified every time I make a new video or every time I have a new live stream. I'll see you soon.